Let me talk you through one of the most crucial tools for getting your brain and body to reconnect. This tool is called the Hunger and Fullness Scale. And I'm going to walk you through exactly as I would in a first session with a new client. So, of course, we talk about many other things, labs, meds, intake, all that, but getting all the way to what are you going to do? What's your homework starting today? This is exactly how we talk it through. I invite you to get a pen and paper, pencil, marker, crayon, whatever you have on hand. You can take this digitally as well or on your phone, but I'm a big pencil to paper person. So we're going to write this out together. Feel free to pause this video anytime you want to really take an extra moment to think about the answers to the questions that I'm asking so it can really be a truer experience and reflection of you. Everybody's got the same heart and lungs and brain. We've got a lot of similar things, but we certainly have lots of uniquenesses, and I want those to be reflected here. This is not a one size fits all. This is supposed to reflect you. So let's get started. You're going to write a scale from 1 to 10. The Hunger and Fullness Scale encompasses everything from your most extreme hunger to your most extreme fullness and everything in between. And there's going to be a lot of nuance there. We're going to start at number 1. Number 1 is starving. So just write a little number 1, starving or famished or ravenous or empty, whatever describes for you your most extreme hunger. Then I want you to add a couple bullet points. And I should say you can write this like a timeline, you can write it like a list, doesn't change anything. So I want you to add under starving what it physically feels like for you. Here, we're not looking for any food police, food rules, Last Supper, nothing like that. Not even the emotional part of things. We're looking for physical feelings. So what does that include? Well, a lot of people might say tons of stomach emptiness, grumbling, feeling like stomach's caving in, eating itself, things like that. You might feel totally worn out, fatigued, out of energy. You might feel really cranky. You might feel all sorts of thirst, headache, pain somewhere, all sorts of things, and they might all come together. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be a little less intense, but still intense. And we're going to call that really hungry or very hungry or so hungry, something in that realm, whatever floats your boat. So what does a number 2 feel like? Well, it can take a minute, but here's what most people would put in those bullet points. Would put something about stomach really talking to you, right? A lot of grumbling, a lot of activity. Things like this constant preoccupation with getting some food and urgency, right? Got to get it soon, right? An example of a situation where you're a 2, you might come home from work or finish an activity and be like, I need something ready right now, right? Straight to the fridge, straight to the cabinet, not, oh, well, I think I'll take the next 30 minutes to chop up a salad. No. And a number 2, you're like, get that ready stuff into my mouth. Ooh. So also hangry. A lot of people like to put hangry under number 2, right? I am really irritable. Do not talk to me until I get something to eat. So that's number 2. Number 3 is going to be less intense. Number 3 is going to be hungry, just a moderate, more routine hunger. So what does that feel like? Well, hungry, again, feels a little bit different for most people, but some stomach grumbling, thinking, but with more enjoyment about what you're going to choose, what you're going to have next. Like, that sounds good. And also this feeling like it doesn't have to be this second, right? Like I'm at a restaurant, I just put in my order, it's going to be 10, 15 minutes. I'm okay. Looking forward to getting my pad thai or whatever I'm having, right? I don't feel like, give me that bread bowl. I need it right now. I can't stand it. Right? So that's number 3 is I can wait 10, 15 minutes. I can prepare something. I'm looking forward to it. I can have what I'm really interested in. Feel my stomach talking to me, right? I feel in the mood for something. Those things come together at number 3. Number 4 is a little less intense even than that, right? So number 4 has a lot of names, but it's like lightly hungry, a little bit hungry, snacky, but my all-time favorite these days is peckish. And I did not used to use that word, but a lot of my clients reflected that back to me. And I said, yes, that's the perfect word for it, right? Peckish is, I just need a little something, right? Little, you can tell just a little bit of hunger. You don't need that much to satisfy. Or a number 4 might be this scenario. I'm in the middle of a meeting. The idea of food pops into my brain. How much time left in this meeting? Oh, 45 minutes? All right, I'll get something afterward. That sounds perfect. I'll have lunch when I'm done. It's kind of the blossoming of hunger. It's like a small bit, it's starting, and you know it will be increasing. So I should say, do not be at all worried if some of these are not accessible feelings at this point. Many people do not hear those different nuances for hunger, especially number 4. That's pretty tricky. So know that it comes with time and practice. It does not have to be there right away. It's the whole point of the scale. It's actually to get you better at these skills and to learn more and more and more and more and more. Number 5 is neutral. Neutral is a pretty simple one, right? It's not really feeling much of anything, right? Maybe you're engaged with other things. It's the time that food is the least on the brain, right? Just not thinking about it. You're not getting much feedback from, a hunger perspective, fullness perspective. That's just not what's going on. Some people like to say, that sounds like I could eat. And you know what? You can. There's never a time when you're not allowed to choose to eat because these are just feelings, right? So probably wouldn't even make you uncomfortable to have something in that scenario. Totally up to you. Number six, getting us to our fullness side of the scale. So number six is kind of like a number four, but on the other side. So I like to call that like a taking the edge off feeling or a getting started feeling, right? Like you were hungry, your stomach is talking away, and you eat something and you put some physical bulk into your stomach, right? There's actually something in there now. And you can feel that change. And it's almost like you can take a deep breath, right? You're hungry, you started those first two bites, and oh, okay, got something in there. That feels good. Yeah, that doesn't feel like a, I'm done, I don't want any more, right? That's not a six. Six is not a typical done feeling. Doesn't mean you're not allowed to stop there. You might be like, I don't really like the options, just taking the edge off, and I'm gonna wait till later till I can get what I want. All the choice is yours. But from a feeling perspective, it's a small bit of physical pull getting in there. It's kind of like an amount of space being taken up. Because you can reach a number six from the hunger to the getting started point, or from a digesting point where like I was full or I was over full, etc. And now like there's less. I can tell I'm not back to neutral yet. So the scale always works both ways. So number seven. Number seven, think for a moment before I tell you what that is. What do you think number seven might be? Well, it's satisfied. Satisfied is also a pretty nuanced word, right? Four, five, six, seven, eight. This is the nuanced part of the scale. So what is satisfied? Most people would eventually come to say something like, means I'm good. I had what I wanted. I don't really feel the need to have more, even though I have some space left. Right? It's almost like there's a perimeter of space left around the stomach, but not feeling the need to put any more in. So that is satisfied. Number eight, full. We all know full, right? Are you full? I'm not full yet. I want to get a meal so that I'm full. We use full a lot culturally. So full is like 100%. Right? Some people like to call satisfied 80%, and full would be like 100%, as in there's no more space, right? All the nerve endings and receptors around the stomach are all being hit and getting a stronger message to the brain, no more space, right? So we know that one pretty well. So some people like to call it comfortably full because you're not yet uncomfortable, and that's perfectly fine. And again, it's a place that some people like to be, other places, other people like to be. It's your choice. These are just things that we can feel in. Number nine feels like overfull, right? Like my stomach didn't have any more space, but I put some more in and now I'm feeling the stretching. I'm feeling that muscle working. Just like if I were to do a bunch of push-ups and I feel my biceps burning, you feel muscles when they work, right? And it can be uncomfortable, right? It's not usually like, oh, that's the most pleasant feeling, right? So it doesn't mean it's bad or wrong. It's just something you can feel. It's not the most comfortable. So that number nine, that uncomfortable, doesn't hinder your day. It doesn't mean like, oh my gosh, I have to lay in bed the rest of the day, but you feel it. It's a present pressure with a little bit of ooh, feeling. Number 10. Number 10 is stuffed, right? Stuffed like no more space was a few bites ago, right? Or maybe a bunch of bites ago. Like, oh, I have to lie down, loosen my belt, take a nap, take a walk. I've got to do something about this feeling because it is so presently uncomfortable. I just can't sit with it. Like, whoa, a little bit sick, nauseous, right? Exploding, all sorts of words I have heard for number 10. But something like that, right? Just really uncomfortable and really stretched and got to do something about it, right? And from a voices perspective, which if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say voices, please check out my other videos. This is where the Last Supper tends to come in the most or be the culprit the most. And the food police, when this experience ends and you're just feeling that stuffed way, the food police has a lot to say. So 1 to 10, starving to stuffed, that's our hunger and fullness scale. Now that you know it, now you've got some nuances that apply to you, what are you going to do with this scale? So it's a tool. You're going to use it, right? It's a tool, but it's not a rule. And that's the first distinction, right? Rules, we don't want any of those. Tools, we want to use because they help us. They make life better and easier. So this is going to be a tool you're going to use a lot when you're first getting started, and later will be a tool that you basically never need. So I want you to check in with the scale a number of times throughout the day. So firstly, what is a check-in? A check-in is a quick glance at the scale with a question, right? So top tip, take a picture of what you've written here, put it as the lock screen to your phone, and keep that handy. Your phone's always handy, right? So it's just a tap away. So you can see that hunger and fullness scale anytime. So what am I feeling? Oh, I'm 5. Oh, I'm an 8. Oh, I'm a 2. It's quick. Hey, body, what are you feeling? Right? Where am I on the hunger and fullness scale? It's quick. An answer, it's less than 10 seconds. Honestly, 10 seconds is long for that kind of thing, right? We're talking a few seconds. Check in. You don't need to write it down, right? Or report it in any way. It's just a, hey, body, I want to hear from you. Moving on. So now when are we going to do that? So to bookend the day, I want you to start in the morning by checking in. First time you look at your phone, right? Quick tap. All right, what am I feeling? You don't need to feel any certain way. And you could feel a different way every day and every time you check in, but you're checking in to say hello, right? You're in a relationship here and we want to communicate. So the morning, first 30 to 60 minutes that you get up. Same thing at night, last 30 to 60 minutes, or maybe the last time you look at your phone. Just a quick, all right, where am I? And during the day. And this is where it sounds like a lot, but what I tell my clients is this is a striving goal. We would love to hit this, but we don't have to get every single one to be doing a great job and to be getting a lot from this tool. So what do I want you to do? Well, before you eat anything, I want you to pause and check in, right? You're having like, 3 handfuls of trail mix, or you're having a whole, sub from Subway, whatever the occasion is, before you take that first bite, where am I? All right. Doesn't matter where you are. You're allowed to eat. You're just checking in because you're building this relationship back up. So before you begin eating, then at some point in the midst of eating, this is by far the hardest for most people. In the midst of eating, you're going to pause. You can even still be chewing, but you're going to pause and ask that question again. Where am I now? How have things changed? I'm checking in again. And whenever you're done. And I say done and not finished because finished implies I finished everything that I was planning to eat, or that's on my plate, or that's in my bowl, or that's in my bag. I don't care how much you eat. That's up to you and up to your body. But when you are done with that occasion and you're moving on, I want you to pause and go, hey, body, where are we now? Right? Or where am I on the Hunger and Fullness Scale? Now, just ask the question again. So you're checking in the morning, you're checking in at night, you're checking in before, during, and after every time that you eat. And within a matter of weeks, you will have so much more nuance on the scale. It'll feel like 1 to 10 is like nothing. You're like, I need 1 to 100. I have like 7.5, and I have like 9.5, and I have like 8.3, and I have all these different numbers because 1 to 10 is not nearly enough for what your body can actually say to you. So give it a try and feel free to please let me know if you have questions, if you have comments, if you just want to give great feedback, tell me what's been going on with it. I'd love to hear everything.